Hey everybody, this is JM from Not Casuals, and today we're bringing you a guide about the event More Than Gems, which is probably the most popular and most rewarding event in the entire game. It comes about once every 2 months, and most players tend to save up their gems until this event, especially for free to play players. This is where you basically have to spend your gems to have the most value. It basically resets once, so you can do this entire event twice and get all these rewards twice. And as you can see, it's a very bountiful event. So it is very important that you save your gems, especially for this event. If you are able to save up to 50,000 gems, then you will get the most reward out of this event by far. If that's not possible for you, at least try and get the 7,000, because that is also very worthwhile rewards. And if you can do it twice, so 14,000 would be the best second case scenario, basically. In order to spend your gems, now there are three different ways that are very important to maximize first before you go into other stuff like the VIP store, for example. The first one is VIP level at least 10. As you can see here, VIP level 10 is when you start getting a legendary sculpture every day as well as a golden key. It is definitely where you should be spending your gems first before anything else, because you will get the most long-term value out of this by far. In the same train of thought, VIP 12, which gives 2 sculpture, if you're in the VIP 11 range and you're close to it and you can max it with the More Than Gem event, you should definitely go for it and spend every gem you have on both days in here to get this as fast as possible. As you know, a legendary commander sculpture is worth a lot of gems, and if you get 2 every day, your value is going to be much better than anything else in this game by far. The second place where I would spend my gems would be for the master blueprints. You can find them in the shop here. You just press this button and you go into other and you find them here. So as you can read here, to upgrade a building from level 24 to 25, you need one of those every time. In total, to get to Academy 25, you will need 16 of those. So starting to save up and buying those during the More Than Gem event is definitely one of the best way to be cost efficient, especially if your goal is to eventually reach T5 and Academy 25. You don't have to buy all 16 at once. Definitely try and get at least a few, because you'll need them for the most important buildings as soon as you reach level 25. So yeah, up to you. It's 2,000 gems a pop, so try and get as many as you can with what you can afford. So some people will just buy all 16 of them in this event and be done with it forever. So as you can see, for me personally, I have 5 of them saved up. I might buy a few more tomorrow on the reset for the second day, but I obviously don't want to get all 16 just yet, because I feel like I can probably get my VIP level higher, and that's more important to me. Now for the last part, one of the other places where you can spend your gems that is very cost efficient would be for the Castle Book of the Covenants. As you can see, every time you upgrade your castle, you need quite a big amount of those. I personally bought mine yesterday with the first phase of the event, and I'm probably going to be buying more of them for the second phase in order to get my castle to around level 20. In order to get to Castle 25, which is required to be Academy 25 and get T5, you will need thousands of these books. The last level alone, I think, is up more than 3,000 books for 24 to 25. So definitely here is a good place to start spending. It also increases your rally capacity. So for people who are rallying and stuff, that's definitely very worthwhile. The only other way you can get these books in the game is by doing Barbarian Forts, and it's between 4 and 5 if you're lucky every time. So definitely save up your gems for this before you go and spend anywhere in the VIP shop. Now, as a recap, as we said, if you cannot spend 50,000 gems in this event, at least try to do 14,000, being 7,000 every day. That will be the best value for a low spender or free-to-play who hasn't had time yet to farm a lot of gems. And as we said, this is the priority where you should be spending your gems. So VIP level, at least up to 10. If you're close to 12 as well, that's the first priority. It will be the best value long-term guaranteed. And then master blueprints. And as we said, as many as you feel as you need for now, up to 16 maximum. And lastly, the Books of the Covenant. Definitely, you will need thousands of those. So I don't think you can ever buy too many of them in advance. Obviously, if you're very close to 25, you will know how much you need. But if you're in the level like 17 to 20, you'll need more than 50,000 gems worth of it. You'll need up to like 100 and something thousand gems worth. So go nuts with the Books of Covenant. And lastly, just make sure you don't buy any of these arrows for the Watchtower. Definitely not worth it. You will get a lot more of those than you will get books just by doing Lohars and Barbarians. The Watchtower is also needed for level 25 Academy, but it's not something that you will have as much trouble. So when you're very close to it, you can see in other event in the future. But for now, I would say focus on those three first. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any question, if you have any suggestion, or if you have any other ways that you think spending gems is worthwhile, feel free to share with us. And we'll enjoy this event and all the rewards that come with it. And we'll see you again with another video tomorrow.